Hello everyone, welcome to SwitchUp as we once again have a look at some of the games coming out for the Switch in this upcoming week. In terms of dates, we'll be going from the 4th of February up until the 10th, and we'll first look at any games that have come out without being in one of these videos for whatever reason, before moving on to the week at hand. So which games are coming out for the Switch this week? Well, let's find out. Let's start with a few games that are already out then, and the first is called the Pathless. This comes from the creators of Abzu and is a mythic adventure of an archer and an eagle in a vast forest. You'll need to dispel a curse of darkness that has gripped the world, forging a connection with your eagle companion to soar through the air, and executing a number of trick shots with the game's unique archery system. You'll need to hunt down the corrupted spirits within the wood and engage in battle against the cursed beasts to restore light to the land. We've already reviewed this one and very much enjoyed it. I will put a link to that review in the top right hand corner if you want the full story. Also already out is Oshiiro, which describes itself as a horror game crossed with virtual idols. You have been sent to explore a haunted facility and you must exorcise the demonic spirits you find there using a glow stick. Now I must admit, when I first saw this on the eShop I was expecting something a little different judging by the screenshots and the first few seconds of the trailer, to be fair, but no, you do use a glow stick matching the colour to that of the demons and finding the hidden idol symbol within each stage to move on to the next. It's different I suppose, and it released on the 2nd for those of you who are interested. And the last for those games already out is Risen, an action role-playing game which first released back in 2009. It's set on Faranga Island, which I read is based on Sicily, and you must forge your path across a land filled with mysterious earthquakes, fearsome monsters and unimaginable treasures after being stranded there following a shipwreck. This is another one that we have done a full video on if you are unfamiliar with the game following its original release, and again a link to that video will be in the top right hand corner of the screen. Let's move on to the games coming out this week, and the first is Nadir, which calls itself a grim, dark, deck building roguelite adventure. You'll be engaging in card battles where each of your cards can be played in two ways depending on its colour, red or blue. You can also combine them into double cards as you aim to survive for as long as possible. You'll be commanding an avatar based on one of the deadly sins, and the blurb mentions that inspiration has been taken from Dante's Divine Comedy. You can unlock new cards, characters and vendors as you go, expanding the city of Nadir along the way. It releases on the 7th and it will cost £16.99. Then we have Daily Dadish, which as far as I can see is the 4th of the Dadish games on the Switch, and I've heard they are pretty good. They are retro inspired platformers with a protagonist who is a dad and a radish, but this one has a very different twist in that there are over 365 levels in the game, one for each day of the year, and each level is only playable for one day and you'll need to beat them whilst they are available. There are 10 playable characters to unlock, as well as medals and stars for finishing levels quickly, and it will cost £8.09 or your regional equivalent. Now I'm not entirely sure how I feel about time specific events in games. As a busy person it almost seems like punishing you for life getting in the way at times, but it's certainly an interesting concept. Please do let me know your thoughts on such an idea in the comment section. Also this week we have Perseverance Complete Edition. This includes Perseverance Parts 1, 2 and 3 into one package as you try to navigate the lives of Jack and Karen in the midst of a zombie apocalypse. Your choices will influence the plot and shape both Jack and Karen as characters, and every choice has consequences which you will then have to live with. It will cost £17.99, although there is 25% off of this price up until the 4th of March, plus it looks as if you can extend this discount to 40% if you own some of the publisher's other games. See the eShop for full details. The next release is Go Go Pogogirl, which is a platformer about a girl on a pogo stick. That was really hard to say. You can never stop bouncing, and you must make your way across the stages with 4 seasons, which I presume are worlds, and each has 5 levels, and there are boss fights included too. It says that this is a love letter to the 90s era of platformers, and as you can see from the trailer, no doubt there are some serious similarities to Sonic the Hedgehog in there. That must look like Green Hill Zone to all of you too, right? But for the budget price of just under a £5 or your regional equivalent, it could be worth a look, and it is out on the 9th. The penultimate game for the week is Bumblebee Little Bee Adventure, which calls itself a story-driven 3D flight exploration game. You'll discover distant places and dangerous habitats on your quest to find a new home, according to the blurb, and you are free to fly wherever you want and explore the levels until your heart's content. You'll need to locate the golden flowers in order to maintain flight over a distance of time, and finding the knowledge shards within each level will help to unlock the next stage. I've played another Bee game on the Switch, funnily enough. That was called Bee Simulator, and there was of course the classic Buck Bumble on the N64 back in the day. Anyone who's ever played that game is now no doubt singing the theme song to themselves. But if you do need more bees, then this one is also out on the 9th. And finally, for what's, let's be honest, a pretty quiet week after a few big ones recently, there is Rob Riches. This is a puzzle game where you must explore ancient temples looking for treasure, and each stage takes the form of an isometric puzzle. I'm assuming a bit like something like Night Law from back in the day, or more recently Lumo, which is also available on the Switch actually. You'll need to gather all of the coins and avoid traps, and the further you go, the more difficult each puzzle will get, testing your skills to the max. I like the look of this one actually, I must say. I do like these sort of isometric puzzlers, and at just £8.09, it might be one that I pick up this week. So there you have it, there is another week of Nintendo Switch releases, as I said just a moment ago. Not exactly a week that screams out at you, but then we have had some pretty big games in the last few weeks, so I suppose there was always going to be a quiet week coming soon. Do any of these games interest you though? Will you pick any of them up? Please do let us know in the comments section below. Apologies if my voice sounds a bit off, I've not been very well this week, I've been struggling to get through this video to be honest. Hopefully it's okay, and I'm sure I'll be back ready for the next video. And don't forget, if you are looking for eShop credit to pick up any of these games, or any others for that matter, you can get your eShop cards via our website, switchup.gg. We do have a 5% discount on there if you use the code SwitchUp. Of course, you save yourself a little bit of money, and it really does help the channel out, something that is very much appreciated. There's also a link down there to PlayAsia if you're looking to import any games. Again, use the link, use the code down there, and you can get yourself 5% off of an order from there. A quick thank you to our patrons and our channel members for your continued support, and to each and every one of you for watching our videos. Take care, and until next time, happy gaming.